Welcome back to Eat Wellify. We're going to be diving deep into food today, specifically how it can be a powerful tool in managing and even improving diabetes, with so many people living with diabetes these days. And those numbers are only going up. It's more important than ever to understand how even simple dietary choices can really make a difference.
It really is. We put so much focus on medications and treatments, but sometimes the most impactful changes start right on our plates.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to be exploring today. 10 vegetables with some pretty incredible benefits, benefits that go way beyond basic nutrition. These veggies are packed with compounds that can actually help manage and improve diabetes.
Yeah. Let's kick things off with a leafy green superstar, spinach. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, spinach is healthy, but did you know it's kind of a secret weapon for blood sugar control?
I've always heard that fiber is good for digestion. But how does that connect to blood sugar?
Well, the fiber in spinach, it acts like a brake pedal for digestion. It slows down the whole process of breaking down food, which means glucose, or sugar, as most people know it, enters your bloodstream at a much slower and steadier pace. And this helps prevent those rapid blood sugar spikes, which can be a real challenge for people with diabetes.
So it's like a time release mechanism for sugar. I could definitely see how that would be helpful.
Exactly. And that's not all. Spinach is also a fantastic source of something called alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA.
ALA, that sounds pretty technical. What is it and how does it work?
ALA is a powerful antioxidant, and studies suggest that it might actually enhance insulin sensitivity. What that means is it basically helps your cells respond to insulin more efficiently, allowing your body to use that insulin better to control those blood sugar levels.
So it's a double whammy for blood sugar.
Hmm.
Slowing down the sugar absorption with that fiber
Mhm.
and then helping the body use insulin more effectively.
Exactly. Now, how about we move on to another powerhouse, broccoli?
Oh, I love broccoli. What makes it so special for diabetes?
Well, broccoli contains this really unique compound called sulforaphane. And research suggests that sulforaphane can actually reduce blood sugar levels by improving insulin sensitivity. It seems to work by activating certain enzymes in the liver that help process glucose more efficiently.
That's amazing. So it's like broccoli is giving our liver a helping hand in managing that blood sugar.
And if that wasn't enough, broccoli is also a great source of chromium, which is an essential mineral that plays a key role in how our bodies handle carbohydrates and fats.
Okay, so we've got sulforaphane for blood sugar control and chromium for better processing of carbs and fats. Broccoli is really stepping up its game here.
And we're just getting started. Next on our list is the humble carrot, which you might not think of as a diabetes superhero, but
Hold on. Carrots. They're sweet.
oh.
How can something sweet be good for blood sugar?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene. That's the pigment that gives them their vibrant orange color. This beta-carotene converts into vitamin A in the body, and that's been shown to support the function of the pancreas.
The pancreas. Isn't that the organ that produces insulin?
Exactly. So by supporting pancreatic function, carrots can indirectly help our bodies make more insulin, which is absolutely key for regulating blood sugar.
So there's more to carrots than meets the eye. I'm starting to see a pattern here. These vegetables are full of surprises.
And don't forget the fiber, like spinach. Carrots also contain soluble fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption and prevent those drastic blood sugar spikes.
It seems like every vegetable we talk about has multiple ways of helping manage blood sugar. What's next on our list?
Let's talk about tomatoes. They're bursting with lycopene, another powerful antioxidant.
I've heard lycopene is good for heart health. What does it have to do with diabetes?
Well, people with diabetes are often dealing with higher levels of something called oxidative stress. You can almost think of it like rust accumulating in your body. Lycopene helps neutralize those damaging free radicals and protects your cells.
So tomatoes are like little antioxidant warriors fighting off cellular damage.
Exactly. And tomatoes have another secret weapon called alpha-tomatine.
Okay, that's a new one. What does alpha-tomatine do?
Alpha-tomatine has very strong anti-inflammatory properties, and chronic inflammation is a big problem for people with diabetes because it can make the body less responsive to insulin, leading to insulin resistance.
So alpha-tomatine helps address that underlying inflammation, which can then make insulin work more efficiently.
Now let's spice things up a bit with bell peppers. They're not only colorful and crunchy, but they're also packed with vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant in its own right.
Yeah, I know vitamin C is good for our immune system, but I'm not sure how it connects to diabetes.
Vitamin C is another fighter against oxidative stress,
Hmm.
which we know is a major issue in diabetes. But bell peppers, particularly the red and yellow ones, they contain something called capsaicinoids, which are related to the compound that gives chili peppers their heat.
Okay, that's interesting. Are capsaicinoids going to set our mouths on fire?
No, not these ones.
Yeah.
But capsaicinoids have been found to boost metabolism and support fat oxidation, which can indirectly help with blood sugar control by improving how our bodies use energy.
That's fascinating. So by supporting our metabolism, bell peppers can help us manage our weight, which is a big factor in managing diabetes, of course.
Now, are you ready for a veggie that might surprise you?
Bring it on. I'm loving this deep dive into the world of diabetes-fighting vegetables. What's next?
Cauliflower. It's low in carbs, high in fiber, and it also contains a special group of compounds called glucosinolates.
Glucosinolates. I'm taking notes here. What do they do?
Well, glucosinolates break down into compounds called isothiocyanates in the body. These compounds have anti-inflammatory properties and can help improve how our cells function overall. And this improved cellular function can contribute to better insulin sensitivity.
So cauliflower is another inflammation fighter, which we know is so important for managing diabetes. It seems like so many of these vegetables are tackling inflammation in their own unique ways.
You're right, and that's why variety is key when it comes to eating for diabetes management. Different vegetables offer different benefits, so the more diverse your diet,
The better. I'm already starting to feel inspired to get more creative in the kitchen with these veggies.
Speaking of getting creative, we've only scratched the surface here. There are so many delicious ways to incorporate these vegetables into your meals. And for more tips, recipes, and information, be sure to visit eatwellify.com.
That's a great reminder. We'll be sure to repeat that website again at the end for everyone listening. So far, we've covered spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, bell peppers, and cauliflower. And we still have 4 more incredible vegetables to explore, each with its own unique benefits for managing and improving diabetes. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to our deep dive into these diabetes-fighting vegetables. We've already uncovered some incredible benefits from spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, bell peppers, and cauliflower. But we're not done yet.
I'm ready for more. These veggies are proving to be much more powerful than I ever imagined. What other hidden gems are we going to uncover?
Let's talk about asparagus. This elegant vegetable might seem like a fancy side dish, but it also packs a punch when it comes to blood sugar control. Asparagus contains an amino acid called asparagine.
Asparagine. What's so special about asparagine?
Asparagine plays a key role in helping our cells use glucose more efficiently for energy production. This means better glucose uptake and improved blood sugar regulation.
So asparagus is giving our cells a boost in using glucose for energy. That's fantastic. It's like it's helping our bodies make the most of the energy we get from food.
And it doesn't stop there. Asparagus is also rich in inulin, a type of prebiotic fiber.
Right. We hear a lot about the importance of gut health these days. How does inulin help with diabetes?
A healthy gut microbiome, that's the community of bacteria living in our intestines, is essential for reducing inflammation and enhancing the body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Inulin acts as food for the beneficial bacteria in our gut, helping them to thrive.
So a happy gut means better blood sugar control. I'm starting to see how everything's connected.
Now let's move on to another leafy green that deserves a spot on your plate, kale. This nutritional powerhouse is packed with lutein.
Lutein. That sounds familiar. Isn't that good for eye health?
It is. But lutein is also a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce that systemic inflammation, which we've already talked about being a major factor in insulin resistance.
It seems like inflammation is a common thread running through so many health issues, including diabetes. It's amazing how these vegetables are helping us fight back against it naturally.
And kale has another trick up its sleeve. It's also a good source of magnesium, a mineral that's essential for carbohydrate metabolism and efficient glucose utilization.
So kale helps our body process carbohydrates more effectively and use glucose efficiently. That's a double win. What's next?
Let's talk about Brussels sprouts. These little green gems are often overlooked, but they're packed with camphorol, a flavonoid with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties.
Flavonoid. Break that down for me.
Flavonoids are a large family of plant compounds that offer a wide range of health benefits. Camphorol in particular helps protect our cells from damage and has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity.
So Brussels sprouts are like tiny little bodyguards protecting our cells and helping insulin do its job. I'm impressed.
And they're not done yet. Brussels sprouts are also a good source of vitamin K, which plays a role in activating proteins involved in glucose metabolism.
So they're supporting healthy glucose metabolism on top of everything else. I'm starting to think I need to add more Brussels sprouts to my diet. What's the last vegetable on our list?
We'll wrap up with cabbage, another unsung hero in the world of diabetes-fighting foods. Cabbage is an Excellent source of anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins. Those are the pigments that give fruits and vegetables their beautiful colors, right?
Exactly. And they do more than just make our food look appealing. Anthocyanins have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity by enhancing glucose uptake.
So they're helping our cells absorb and use glucose more efficiently. It's incredible how much power is packed into these colorful compounds.
And remember those amazing sulforaphane and glucosinolates we talked about earlier in broccoli and cauliflower? Well, cabbage has them too.
Wow, so it's getting those benefits as well.
These compounds help detoxify the body and improve liver function, which leads to better glucose metabolism and more stable blood sugar levels.
It's amazing how these everyday vegetables can have such a profound impact on our health, especially when it comes to managing a complex condition like diabetes. I'm feeling so empowered by this knowledge.
And that's what we're all about at Eat Wellify. We believe that food can be medicine, and these 10 incredible vegetables are proof of that. For more information, delicious recipes, and personalized guidance on incorporating these amazing vegetables into your diet, be sure to visit eatwellify.com.
That's a great reminder for our listeners. We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring the amazing benefits of 10 fantastic vegetables for managing and improving diabetes. And we've still got more to discuss. Stay tuned as we dive into some foods you might want to consider limiting or avoiding if you're looking to keep your blood sugar in check. So we've spent this deep dive exploring these 10 incredible vegetables that can be such powerful allies in managing and improving diabetes. But as we wrap up, are there foods that we should be avoiding or at least limiting if we want to keep our blood sugar in check?
That is a great question. While focusing on incorporating those nutrient-rich vegetables is a fantastic step, it's equally important to be mindful of foods that can work against our goals.
So what are the usual suspects when it comes to blood sugar?
Let's start with the obvious. Sugary beverages, sodas, energy drinks, sweetened juices. They're loaded with refined sugars and they provide very little nutritional value. These drinks cause those rapid spikes in blood sugar, and over time can contribute to insulin resistance.
Yeah, those are definitely out. What about processed foods? I have a feeling those aren't on the nice list either.
You're right. Processed foods like chips, frozen meals, instant noodles. They're often high in refined carbs, unhealthy fats, and sodium. They can contribute to weight gain and inflammation, both of which make managing diabetes more challenging.
So it's all about choosing whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible.
Got it. What about those tempting white bread and pastries? Well, unfortunately, they fall into the category of refined grains, which are stripped of their fiber and nutrients. Eating refined grains can lead to those rapid spikes in blood sugar and can increase the risk of developing diabetes.
Okay, so whole grains over refined grains. Makes sense. What about protein sources? Are there any types of meat we should be mindful of?
Red meats like beef and processed meats like bacon and sausages have been linked to an increased risk of developing diabetes when consumed in excess. They're high in saturated fat, which can worsen inflammation and insulin resistance.
So moderation is key when it comes to red and processed meats. Makes sense. Are there any other breakfast staples we should be cautious of?
You know, a lot of breakfast cereals, even those that are marketed as healthy, they're often loaded with sugar. And starting your day with a sugar bomb can send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride, making it much harder to maintain stable levels throughout the day.
It's incredible how these seemingly small dietary choices can have such a big impact on our health, especially when it comes to managing diabetes.
Absolutely. And remember, knowledge is power. By understanding how different foods impact our blood sugar, we can make informed choices that support our health and well-being.
This has been such an informative deep dive. I feel so much more empowered to make positive changes in my own diet and share this knowledge with others.
That's fantastic to hear. And for everyone listening, don't forget to visit eatwellify.com. You'll find delicious recipes, helpful tips, and personalized guidance on managing diabetes through smart food choices. Remember, small changes can make a big difference.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of diabetes-fighting foods. Before we sign off, a quick reminder that the information we've shared today is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian for personalized guidance on managing your health.
And remember, you have the power to take control of your health through the choices you make every day. Here's to a healthier, happier you.
Thanks for listening. And remember to visit eatwellify.com for more information and resources.
The content on that website is for informational and educational purposes only and is not a replacement for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.